Attention! Listen closely, because what you are about to hear is not a sales pitch. It is not a gentle suggestion. It is not an invitation you can afford to decline. What you are about to hear is a declaration of war against mediocrity, a full-scale assault on everything ordinary, and the most commanding return of an American legend that the automotive world has ever witnessed. We are talking about the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado. And if you think you've seen luxury before, stand down, because you haven't seen anything yet. You want to know what we built? We built a weapon. Not a weapon of destruction, a weapon of domination. Domination of every road you drive on, every room you pull up to, every competitor that dares to line itself up beside the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado. This is the vehicle that doesn't ask for your attention, it commands it. It doesn't request your respect, it earns it before you've even reached for the door handle. The Eldorado name went silent in 2002. That silence is over. That silence has been obliterated. The 2026 Cadillac Eldorado is on the move, and nothing, absolutely nothing is going to stop it. This is not a comeback story. Comeback stories are for the defeated. The Eldorado was never defeated. It was regrouping, rebuilding, and preparing for a return that would shake the entire industry to its foundation. And that day is now. The 2026 Cadillac Eldorado has arrived, fully loaded, fully armed, and fully ready to reclaim every inch of territory that American luxury was ever owed. Take one look at the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado and understand immediately this machine was not designed to blend in, it was designed to take over. The long, sweeping hood stretches forward like the barrel of a weapon locked onto its target, commanding every sightline in its vicinity. The wide, planted stance is built low and aggressive, gripping the asphalt with the absolute authority of a vehicle that has never once considered the possibility of defeat. Sharp, precision-carved character lines run the full length of the body like the edge of a blade, deliberate, calculated, and ruthlessly effective. This is not styling for the faint-hearted. This is industrial-grade elegance. This is armor wrapped in artistry. The front fascia hits like a first strike, a commanding Cadillac grille flanked by razor-sharp LED lighting elements that cut through darkness with military-grade precision. Slim, aggressive headlights that scan the road ahead like reconnaissance equipment that never sleeps and never misses. And at the rear, LED tail lamps that announce the Eldorado's presence like a signal flare, visible, unmistakable, and impossible to ignore. Available in shadow metallic for those who prefer their dominance understated, pearl whisper white for those who want their authority to shine, and a full arsenal of premium bespoke colorways for those who understand that a vehicle this significant deserves a finish as individual as its owner. 21 and 22-inch turbine-style alloy wheels roll beneath it all like the treads of something unstoppable, because that is exactly what the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado is. For those of you deploying the Eldorado convertible or the legendary Biarritz convertible variant, the electrically operated soft top drops away at your command, transforming this fortress on wheels into an open-air assault vehicle of the most exhilarating order. One touch, top down, mission parameters updated, drive accordingly. Step inside the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado and understand that you are not simply entering a vehicle, you are assuming command. This cabin was engineered with the same philosophy as a high-altitude command center. Every control exactly where it needs to be, every surface worthy of the mission, every detail executing its function with zero tolerance for failure. Semi-aniline leather upholstery covers every surface your hands and body will encounter, not because Cadillac had to, but because anything less would be a compromise, and the Eldorado does not compromise. Genuine wood and precision-machined metal trim elements are deployed with the discipline of a military strategist. Nothing placed without purpose, nothing present without meaning. Here is where the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado separates itself from every other vehicle on the battlefield. You choose your weapon, you choose your level of engagement, and every option available to you is built to win. At the core of the Eldorado Biarritz convertible, the flagship assault configuration, sits a reborn 6.4-liter North Star V8 engine, producing a battlefield-ready 675 horsepower. 675! That number is not a figure, it is a statement of intent. From a full stop, this powertrain deploys its force with the kind of immediate, overwhelming authority that leaves no room for doubt and no time for hesitation. The exhaust note is not background noise, it is a warning. You want to know what it costs to deploy the most dominant American luxury vehicle of the 21st century? Here are your numbers. The base Eldorado Ghia luxury configuration enters the field at $95,000 MSRP. Fully armed with the V8 powertrain, complete leather interior, the full technology suite, and Super Cruise 2.0 as standard equipment. No options required to be formidable. The Platinum Edition escalates to approximately $110,000, adding ceramic trim elements, bespoke exterior paint finishes, and the most comprehensively appointed interior in the lineup. The Eldorado convertible deploys at approximately $120,000 MSRP for those who want open-air dominance alongside their mechanical firepower. The Eldorado Biarritz convertible, the 675 horsepower full assault configuration, is positioned between $120,000 and $150,000, depending on your chosen specification. And at the absolute apex of the Eldorado command structure, the flagship luxury sedan in its most comprehensively armed form reaches approximately $200,000, placing it in direct head-to-head engagement with Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and the finest luxury flagships the world produces, and it will not lose that engagement. Production is deliberately limited. Wait lists are already forming. If you hesitate, you will be waiting longer than you want to. The 2026 Cadillac Eldorado does not wait for anyone, and neither should you.